Good morning from New York City. That is so crazy to say. We got here by taking an overnight bus from Toronto, and that's because it was the cheapest way to get here. But it did mean that we spent yesterday pretty much in bed.
Sleeping the entire day. So to make up for it today, we are planning on catching the subway right down to the end of Manhattan, and we have made a list of all of the touristy spots that we want to hit, and we're just gonna spend the day zigzagging back and forth across Manhattan, going to as many as we can.
Normally when we start a day, we plan out everything that we want to see and then we screenshot it because we don't have data. And the list was so long. We were screenshot, scroll, screenshot, scroll, screenshot. So it's going to be a massive day, but with any luck should be a lot of fun. And like Emily said, we are tourists today.
We are doing all of the touristy things because we are tourists. So as cool as it is to go to all the unique hidden locally spots, we're in New York City, so I want to go to Times Square and I want to go to Central Park.
First thing we need to do is catch the New York subway all the way to the other side of Manhattan.
We had a little bit of trouble with the thing where you buy the metro tickets, but apparently you can just tap on and off with your debit card. So we did that and we made new friends. What a way to start the day. That was the New York City subway station, subway system, which is one of the biggest in the world and one of the only ones that runs 24/7. I'm scared of the end of this. So we caught the New York subway system all of the way from the Bronx, where we're staying, down to the end of Manhattan, where we're hoping to get the Staten Island Ferry to get a view of the Liberty statue. Liberty statue?
Statue of Liberty.
Where we're hoping to get a view of the Statue of Liberty. I am starving though. There is a bunch of food trucks around here, so I'm gonna try and find one with a bagel. Maybe a pretzel?
Yeah. Which side? Thank you very much. Have a nice
day. Nowhere seems to be selling bagels, but I feel like this is a pretty good compromise.
This is supposed to have the best view of the Statue of Liberty.
I don't think it's meant to have the best view, it's meant to have the free view of the Statue of Liberty. Very different things.
There was a nice orderly line to get onto the ferry, and then everyone just mobbed and came in from every angle, and now people are just crowding near the ferry entrance. Let's see what happens.
It's pretty intense.
It is hectic trying to get on here, trying to get a seat. I'm assuming everyone's on the right side, so the statue's going to be on that side, but we are coming back, so...
People definitely don't tell you how crazy busy this is. It's not a hidden secret that this is the free way to see the Statue of Liberty.
It's like hot and sweaty by the windows. Like, you have to get here first, get yourself up against the window, and then people just swarm in around you.
It is the freeway though. I don't know how much the cruise ships cost. They obviously get a lot closer to the island, but you still get a great view from this.
Yeah, this is all you need. People just sprint from one ferry to the next ferry to try and get the good spot. But we had the same idea, but we're missing it. Here we go again.
so interested to know the percentage of people that are catching it genuinely to get from Manhattan to Staten Island, and the amount of people that just on it like us to get photos of the Statue of Liberty. My funnest fact about the Statue of Liberty is that originally she was designed to be a very extravagant lighthouse. Like legitimately the torch was meant to have a torch in it and be a lighthouse. How cool is that? I had no idea. From here we were going to walk all the way down to Brooklyn Bridge because apparently you get a very nice view of the skyline, but we saw Brooklyn Bridge from the ferry and we had an amazing view of the skyline also from the ferry. So we're going to skip over that today and head straight to Little Italy. We have made our way to Little Italy, which unsurprisingly is a little version of Italy right in the heart of Lower Manhattan. We are surrounded by Chinatown right now, but as soon as you step under the Welcome to Little Italy sign, it smells like pizza and pasta and there's Italian music playing and I'm very hungry, so maybe if we find a slice of pizza that would be nice.
I was literally about to say the exact same thing. The smell is incredible as soon as you get in here and I immediately want pizza.
It's literally like as soon as you walk under the sign,
Yeah.
they've got it sprayed.
They've got like a smell barrier.
I think we might have picked a really good place. There was a bunch of photos of different like celebrities on the wall. And it's the only place we could find nearby that was selling pizza by the slice.
Yeah, you really went for it. Are you okay? Drink some.
It was really good though.
I really like the little. I like to say it too. I had a really good time in little. I can't do it. Little Italy was amazing. I really love it. No matter where you are, when they block off streets and they give you like left and right side, there's cafes and restaurants and things like that.
Like it expands the seating of the restaurant onto the street.
Yeah, it just feels so cool, and that's what Little Italy is. Oh my god.
Next, we have a bit of a walk to a building from a very good TV show.
No one told you life was gonna be this way.
Onto the Highline.
We are currently sitting on an old railway line.
It was abandoned and turned into a park and opened to the public again in like 2009, I think.
Yeah. So now it's literally just a walkway through the city that's gorgeous, away from the traffic. Can't even hear the traffic, and it connects for like 1.5 miles or something.
It's so unique. It's such a cool idea. If you have the space, why not turn it into like a green park
Yeah.
for everyone to enjoy?
Yeah, you might as well use it if you've
And you
got
can
it, right?
still see like the railway tracks, like
Yeah.
plants are just going through them. So cool.
And it'll get us a little bit closer to our next stop, which is...
The Flatiron Building, I think.
Oh,
We are quickly running out of time though. It's 5 p.m. already. Luckily we do have another full day here, but the plan is to still power through and check off as many as we can today. I read online that there are 500 varieties of plant in here, which seems crazy because it's not that big.
such good use of like an urban environment. I'm impressed.
Getting worried. I think we need to consider maybe cutting this day into 2 because we do have another full day tomorrow because the weather is starting to turn and I don't like it. I feel like I want to enjoy Central Park in a nice sunny day, not in a cloudy, cold day. Building, but this one's under construction. Now we have got to run as fast as we can to get to Times Square before the rain sets in.
It has started to rain. we've made it about halfway through our list of must-see things, and it's about 6:30 now.
And it's raining, so we're gonna pick this up tomorrow. It is now 11 a.m. the following day, and we are back in Times Square. We actually started our day by getting a coffee and a bagel from the best coffee shop in New York City. That's what it's called. This place is so intense. I saw online that this was like rated one of the best bagel shops in the area, but I did not think it was going to be this busy. They have hundreds of cream cheese flavors.
Can I stay with you too?
They were literally running bagels up and down the floor, as well as like coffees stacked up 3 high.
It was pretty hectic, but hopefully they do taste good.
The day is definitely drier. It was raining this morning, which is why we didn't get as early of a start to the day as we planned, but it shouldn't rain the rest of the day, knock on wood. I think the plan for the day is to sit down and enjoy these while we people watch at Times Square, and then we're just going to smash the rest of our list and see every single thing on it come hell or high water.
We also are going to try and go to a Broadway show if we can get something that's going to be cheap enough for us.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Pretty good.
Nice to New York.
I'd have to try every single one. I would like to do that. However, given this is our last full day, I don't think I have time.
So where we are here in Times Square is one of the most visited tourist places in the entire world and attracts 50 million people a year. Those numbers are just incredible. Apparently it used to be called Longacre Square, and they've changed it when the New York Times moved in, which I did not know. I feel like everyone kind of knows what Times Square is, but it's a must. You have to come here. We've been here twice. Once a day.
We failed at our first ever rush, which, if you don't know, means you basically show up to the theatre the day of and they sell some cheap tickets. But we still did splurge and we got some tickets for tonight. Because when are we going to be in Broadway again?
Now that the budget is sufficiently decimated, we probably are not going to go to the top of the rock, which is one of the things that was on the list. We've just spent way too much money, so between now and the show that we're about to see, we're just going to go to Central Park, because that's free.
Unsurprisingly, given it has turned into a beautiful Sunday, basically every tourist in New York is in Central Park right now, including us.
For good reason though, it's a really beautiful place, and what I love about it most is that there's kind of animals everywhere. We just saw a whole bunch of turtles on a rock and a really aggressive goose going at them.
Pecking something off of their shell and storing it for later. It was so weird. We've also seen a bunch of squirrels, which is so cute, and we even got to see some seals in the zoo.
Apparently the penguins are not as accessibly seen as last time Emily was here.
I swear last time I was in New York City, I could see the penguins in the zoo just from a free part. Like, I wouldn't have paid for it. We have to get back to the theatre pretty soon for our Broadway show, so I think we're just going to keep walking around Central Park for as long as we can until we need a run.
Maybe grab a bite to eat on the way back.
Sounds good. Hours in Central Park goes by like that. It is so beautiful here. I think it's 843 acres of just garden in the largest city in the world. Isn't that crazy?
It is insane. It's nuts that you can walk for so long and never like see civilization, yet you are completely surrounded by the biggest metropolis of all time.
It's just so cool looking out of all these leaves, like this total nature framework, and then in the background you see this huge city skyline. Like the juxtaposition is just crazy. I could very, very easily spend a season of our lives in New York and you probably still wouldn't scratch the surface of what there is to see. I feel like we missed so many things on our list, let alone everyone else's lists.
Yeah, the theatre shows alone, there's like 30.
But I'm getting hungry, so you want a New York hot dog?
If we can find one. Quick bite to eat, and then theatre.
Thank you.
All right, that's a New York hot dog done. We got some fries as well, delicious, but we are literally in a rush now. We gotta make this show.
The timing of the day has been pretty insane. Like, one thing's just led to another quite perfectly, and now we do need to rush a little bit just to make sure we get there as soon as the doors open.
Obviously can't film in there, so this is the end of this video in New York City.
I wish we had more than 48 hours here.
Yeah, me too.
1, 2, 3. Whoa!
Okay, that's your wife with the camera. Come here, sweetie.
Here it goes, watch him. Whoa! Hey, stop the music!
You survived.
I survived, but it costs a lot of time. We gotta go. He's not gonna eat you.
No, it's really hard because I want them to be my pet. I want to hang out with them, but I'm also scared that they'll have rabies.